Our lecture today will be devoted to the features of dental preparation for different types of orthopedic structures, and also we'll discuss different methods, different principles of preparation for in dentistry of hard dental tissues. Dissection or preparation, the impact of the hard tissues of the tooth in order to remove pathologically altered tissues and create a cavity shape that provides convenient and technological filling, preservation of the strength characteristic of the tooth, as well as strength, reliable fixation, aesthetics, and medical efficiency of both filling material and various designs of dentures. Dissection in orthopedic dentistry has several goals. First of all, this is creation of such a shape of the tooth stump which will provide the artificial crown with the possibility of imposing it, and at the same time the conditions for its fixation on the bottom tooth. Creation of prosthetic space for crowns, and ensuring the correct relationship between the edge of the artificial crown and the marginal periodontum. Here you can see classification. You can see different types of methods of dental preparation, depending on the principles underlying the mechanism of tooth tissue removal. Here are physical methods, chemical and compound methods. Physical, mechanical, kinetical, laser. And chemical preparation, it includes different types of species. You need to evacuate the decay from the cavity and make conditions for good conditions for filling it with a chemical or light pure composite. Methods of preparation for hard tooth tissues. First, this is mechanical. It's most commonly used method in orthopedic dentistry and in therapeutical dentistry also. It includes using burrs and hand tools. This method is currently the most widespread and popular. Mechanical method. It includes the using of systems that destroy the tissues affected by the caries process, which are then removed with hand tools. Examples of systems for the mechanical preparation of cavities are Hercules, Carisol. For example, Carisol is made on the basis of almost 1% sodium hypochlorite and a mixture of amino acids, lysine, lysine, glutamic acid. The gel is introduced inserted into the caries cavity, and then the cavity is cleaned with a special hand instruments and sealed. Here you can see the example. Next one, kinetic, so-called kinetic. This is air abrasive method. Implements the method of sandblasting of hard surfaces in dentistry. It almost looks like airflow method for evacuating blood. Yes, and this method consists of the directed supply of jet stream of aerosol containing water and an abrasive agent to the prepared tooth tissues through special tips. the active component of the aerosol used for the preparation of hard tooth tissues, and is an abrasive powder consisting of particles of aluminum oxide or silicone. Uh, Next one. Here is a device for aquakinetic abrasion. Next one. Ultrasonic. Ultrasonic using scalar. And the use of ultrasonic handpieces and special nozzles for them with a diamond coated working part. During operation, the tip of the nozzles performs microscopic vibrating movements along an oval trajectory, processing the walls of the cavity. Next one, laser. The use of special lasers. You can use different types of lasers, very different. We'll discuss it later. And it's designed for the treatment of carious cavities and hard tooth tissues. Airboom laser, for example, carbon dioxide laser. Here you can see different types of lasers: neodymium, neon, and others. They have different different wavelengths. Preparation principles. First, the principle of medical validity and appropriateness. Second one, the principle of sparing attitude to tooth tissues. The principle of painlessness of all medical diagnostic and prophylactic manipulations. The principle of compliance with the rules of asepsis and antiseptics. The principle of visual control and ease of use. The principles of manufacturing, of maintaining the integrity of adjacent teeth, periodontium, and oral tissues. The seventh, the principle of rationality and manufacturability of manipulations, and the principles of retention and resistance. And now here is some information about characteristics of hardness of tooth tissues and rotary instrument. You can translate it in English by itself, I think. And you see that different uh, mm, parts of tooth have different rigidity. Enamel, dentine, and cementum they have different and also instruments you have to use. They also have different types of rigidity of durability. And for example, if you have an enamel from 3 to 4,000 megapascal, then you need to use diamond bores, for example. Yes, because it's most original. The hardness of a tool made of an abrasive material doesn't match the hardness of an abrasive, since it depends on the strength of the grain bond in the manufacturing of this tool. Next one, about different types of bores you need to use when you're preparing enamel or dentin or cementum. Here you can see it. For example, you cannot use, you can use, and you can use. It's not recommended for every time. I'm sorry. This is the most recommendable. This you can, and this one you can only use if you don't have another one. Dentin, it's more soft, then the best will be uh, solid boards. And then you can also use steel boards, and you can also diamond boards. And for cementum, you can use diamond solid, or the steel boards would be the best. Recommended pressure of rotating tools on the machine surface, or depending on the type of tool, type of body, and grid size of abrasive material. Because also they're very different, very different. And when you're going to prepare, you need, for example, you need to begin from this one, then you begin for middle size, then low size and ultra low size. Now we'll discuss authors' methods of preparation for combining frame structures, advantages and disadvantages of the techniques. Next week, I want you to write. I don't remember what chapter, but I think that in this third edition of operative dentistry, it's 115, 15th page, and in the fourth edition, if somebody has it, it's for 130 page. It begins from this one, and it's about methods of preparation. It's about of technique of preparation. It's about of mistakes when you're going when you prepare the oral tooth cavity, or you prepare it for the crown. And also here you can read about problems you can meet during preparation. You can read about water and air cooling you need. You can read about hand pieces, air rotor, contrangle, and several other instruments you need for preparation. I want you to read it. I want you to read it, and next week we'll discuss something about it. Now let's return to this different methods. First, here is a list of these methods. They are most commonly used in the world, not in Russia, not in Russia. Not in Russia. Not only in Russia. Yes. A methodology of Mark Donny. The kit includes the following tools: flat end diamond cylindrical bore, round end diamond cylindrical bore, a pear-shaped diamond bore, interproximal carbide bore, and Hussel's hand tools. A shoulder is created from vestibular surface. A shoulder is a rounded shoulder with a bevel is created on the remaining surfaces. The width of the shoulder is 1.2 millimeter, and on the proximal surface, the width is reduced to 0.8 millimeters. Movement to the upper third from the vestibular and oral surfaces is also carried out. Here you can see it. Yes. This is your shoulder type rectangle. And here is a metal basement, metal abutment, and here is a porcelain mass. Porcelain mass. This recommended for fallen teeth because you will have a very good, nice looking crown. Next one, shoulder with bevel, metal overlap, metal garland, metal overlap. It's like перекрывает, да? If it's situated not in the vision area, no? You can do like this, like this. It's very powerful decision for especially for lower premolars and lower molars. This is the same. This is like the same. The wheel is done only when using optical zoom. Optical zoom. It's difficult to determine the perforation boundary. It involves creating a metallic edge of the crown. Just like that. Just like that. Planar preparation, Kubata. Cervical plane coincides with the axis of the root, and the main coincides with the gum of the areolar process, cutting and cutting edge. You can see. Benefits of the planar preparation: sufficient space for ceramics. This is good aesthetic. Excessive preparation is excluded. The retention shape of the stamp is created due to the lower tipper. High reliability prevention of the chips. Preparation tools, you can see there. Next, Macerone. Macerone is it's very simple. It's very easy for use. The set includes the following tools: round and diamond cylindrical bore, diamond flame bore, flat and conical diamond bore, comet ultrasonic baits of the corresponding bore type, hand tools. The concept of two-stage preparation. In the first visit, a raw preparation with diamond bores is performed to the gum level without using a retraction thread. A diagnostic impression is obtained and provisional crowns are made. And on the second vision, the preparation floors are eliminated and the ledge is depending under the gum with a half of ultrasonic tips. Ledge long round slope at 60 degrees. Finishing is carried out with hand tools. Here, I need to say that this is a very good method, and especially because you're going to manufacture this provisional crown before you have made an impression. And when your patient comes to you for the second time after your preparation, you first of all you check your provisional, your temporary crown position on his teeth, and then if you see that they are good, first of all you make a first step impression. You see here are two-step silicone impression as usual. And first step, first phase, this is a base mass, and the second, this is correction mass. And in this technique, you put a temporary crown on his tooth. So, oh, and then you make a first impression, and after you have prepared it, you have defected all the tissues you are going to do, or then then mm, then you make the second impression, the second correction impression. You take your temporary crown off, and then you make an impression. Then you make an impression, and it will be more quality. Here you can see it. Here you can see it. This is very easy and a very powerful method. Very good method. Stein method. The set includes the following tools: ball-shaped diamond bores, diameter from 1.2 till 1.5 millimeters, diamond conical bores with a rounded end, cylindrical low abrasive diamond bores with a flat end, uh, diamonds, pear-shaped bores, and flame-shaped diamond bores. Next, here you can see it. Next one, method of preparation. Preparation. Here I want you to notice that uh, this one you need to understand how many tissues you need to remove, and not to over prep your tooth. So this is you can use so-called calibrated bore, or you can use this one. You did it. You did it, and you do it, and then you when you are going to prepare the vestibular surface, you need not to exceed this level. Then the second important moment. You don't need to do like that. Your palatal surface. You don't need to do like that. You need to be like a part of circle, like a part of circle. Don't need a bathroom to be so. Yes, you need to do it like that, just like that. Because when your patient open your mouth and begins to chew, that first his lower jaw, his mandible, it moves down and just a little bit forward, and only then when he opens his mouth, it move in the front position once more. Cooper's technique. The set includes the following tools: depth markers, diamond cone bore with non-working tip, and diamond cone bore with rounded end, and lenticular and two-end bores. Two-end bores. Uh, this one, a bore with non-working tip. And also, here's another type. and you can also use it. You can also buy it. It's very fine. When so-called torque bore, it has non-working. This one non-working, and work part only from this side, from this point of view, only one working. You need it to finish and to polish. No, to correct the position of the ledge and to make him absolutely plain, without different useless parts. Preparation technique. This is calibrating bore. Calibrating bore. You can use it only with one part, and but usually we use three parts at the first time. This one, and this one on the one bore. So you'll have all these matches at the same time. At the same time. Uh, Here you can see stages of preparation. To determine the maximum preparation depth, it's advisable to use a performance device from the hardware version. Preparation technique using the dark future kit. The set includes the following tools: various types of diamond bores with the non-working tip and diamond ball bore, just like that, just like that. So retired. Today I got the second vaccine, or second part of Sputnik V. I don't know how it will be in the night, but we shall see. Reinhard Marcus preparation technique, all technique. The set includes the following tools: four special marker bores, one diamond ball bore, three diamond cylindrical bores, four diamond cylindrical taped hair bores, and four finishing tools of the same shape. Okay, I'm sorry. Preparation technique. You can see it. You can see it. All the margins they have to be very plain. No sharp points, no sharp edges, no sharp edges. Very plain. Reinhard Marcus preparation technique. I'm sorry. This new technique includes the following boards. The following boards. Yes. Uh, Uh, I this is the same part. The same part. Don't. I think that it's very different one from it. Um, you will choose yourself when you will work more than 1 year. You'll decide by yourself what method you will choose. Preparation technique. Michael de Tolle. Reverse technique. Reverse technique. Uh, you begin from the separation. Then you form a ledge. Also, you can use so-called reverse trapezium bore. It looks that, like that, and you make this round ledge. You form it, and then you begin. You take uh, this one. It's I don't think so that somebody use it. Then after this one, this is the margins of your preparation. The margins of your preparation, but it depends on different teeth. It can be, for example, it can be. Uh, it can be. This in 25 years and in 45 years, they're absolutely different because you have a very high reduction in the edge. You can have very high decrease in part of the number, for example. And if you're going to use this one, you will have a problem with future vitality. Okay, then you begin to do like that, or you can use a cylindrical bore. Cylindrical bore. This is your future ledge, and this you can see cylindrical bore. Just like that, it's very good, very good. This one you use for you. This one you use for the palatal or lingual surface in order to form, as I have already said, to use a part of circle, a part of circle, not a plane surface, not a plane surface. After that, here are the boards. Here are the boards for preparation Daniel Rosa. Mm, you can see it. You understand everything. It's absolutely easy. Reduction, absolutely the same, absolutely the same. Uh, all these methods, you need more time than classic. All the last three methods, but you cannot harm the neighboring teeth, and I think it's very good motivation for using it. Grading, here is Evgeny Rybалka, one of our Russian most popular prosthetic dentists. Uh, it's very easy. I have been a member of his courses. I took part in them. I think it's very. He explains very popular, very good, and very easy. And his method is very popular and very effective. Very effective. Preliminary preparation, cut of the excess. I will use to a reduction about 70% of total TTD volume. Time consumption is from 1.5 to 3 minutes. The central feature support and protective cusps grooves are prepared. Next one, optimal shear creation. Formation of the root of administration, formation of preparation margins, formation of linear parameters of the stamp, resistance, retention, stress resistance, a reduction of about 25%. separating bore 6877. Ledge. It can be we'll speak about sometimes later. I think next month. It's about a preparation angle for ledge. It can be less than rect than 90 degrees. It can be 90 degrees and it can be more than 90 degrees. Now you can see 135. It's very easy to make it, and it's easy to manufacture it in dental laboratory. Yes. Modified. Yes. Here you can see shoot used for low clinical trials. Low clinical trials. Understand? This work part is not very long. Not very long. And all this bore is shorter than all the others. Thanks to this ledge, greater retention is achieved. Uh, mm, uh, don't use absolutely the boards with the rectangles. They need to be softened, just a little bit softened. Because if you'll have this one, it will be not so good. You need uh, to make them more soft than here. Grinding. Maxim Belograd. It's for veneers and lays, also crowns. Maxim Belograd is a famous not only in Russia. Maxim Belograd is from Ukraine. He's one of the most popular lecturers, one of the most popular dentists. Uh, and together with Nayanka, I think he's one of the two most famous dentists in Ukraine. Uh, Nayanka, it's mostly therapeutical care, and Belgrad is a prosthetic dentist. Here you can see it. Назарий Микольчук, ну, Назарий Микольчук, тоже ничего. This one, you can see it. You see all of them, they not sharp, they're soft, they're very soft, yes, and it's very good, Rami Bolonovsky, that from Israel. General principles of preparation for veneers. There are four main ways to prepare a tooth for veneer. Without preparation, yes, it can be. We'll discuss it later. Preparation of only the vestibular part, vestibular surface of the tooth. Preparation of the vestibular surface and the incisal edge of the tooth. Without transition or with the transition to its palatal surface. For example, lower mandible jaw teeth. Oops, sorry. Preparation of the vestibular surface, incisal edge, and two proximal areas of the tooth. Here, this is a preparation through MACAP. This is MACAP. How you can do it? You can do it. You can make an impression from your patient teeth without preliminary preparation. Then you ask your dental technician. He casts model, and then he make a new smile design. on computer or by himself. It's can be various methods. Then this wax up, it can be manual overlap on your patient tooth, or it can be milled in milling machine, так называемый это фрезерованный вакап, or ваксап, фрезерованный ваксап. This wacap is from wax, and this model returns to your office. Here, you make a silicon key from it, or it can be already made from plastic mass already, milled from plastic mass, but it's very expensive. I don't know that you need it because it depends on your patient. If your patient, you know that he like it, it's no problem. But if you have something you're suspicious to him, and you realize that you will make not one attempt of this mock-up, it's better to make wax up from wax, and then in your clinic you can make a silicon key from this model, and then you fill this this silicon form with your self-cured plastic mass and applied it on his teeth. And then after your plastic mass will be polymerized, you take it off, and you have this new artificial temporary crowns or veneers. It's no difference. And if you are your patient approves it, if he likes it, you're going to make a preparation for the veneers. And this time you don't remove this temporary construction from his teeth, because you need to you need to realize the maximum depth of your preparation. And also it can happen that you even don't touch his own tooth tissue. It can be. Then the next part. This is mock-up, and limits of preparation. The shape and color of the restoration is directly related to the preparation design. Ceramics allows you to allows you to allows you to reproduce the natural optical properties of enamel only if there is an adequate space, which is ensured by the proper preparation volume and is 0.3–0.9 millimeters. On average, the thickness of the veneer should be about 0.5 millimeters. In case of strong staining, an increase or the preparation depth up to 0.7, 0.9, and can be allowed. The sections smaller than 0.3 millimeters are not recommended. But I need to tell you that it's good if your patient tooth have initial good color. If it have abnormal color, you need to increase increase and make the thickness of your veneer different from tooth to tooth. The insignificant thickness of enamel on the cervical part, vestibular surface of the tooth leads to the fact that preparation to a depth of 0.3 0.5 is often accompanied by exposure of dentine, and which in turn requires a particularly careful procedure for fixing the veneer in order to prevent the effect of marginal permeability. But now, adhesive protocols and different particles using for adhesive protocol, there are from year to year they becoming better, and now the dentine problem is not so big. Next one. You can see the preparation borders, the preparation also your ledge, how you form it. You can read it. And when preparing proximal surfaces, two zones can be distinguished: the gingival zone of the proximal surface and the area of the contact point. To achieve the best aesthetic result, it's very important to place preparation margin outside the area visible from the front of the side, especially when the color of the teeth is very different from that of the veneer. Understand? Depending on the convexity of the vestibular surface of the incisor and the degree of visualization of the proximal areas are at different angles, the depth of perforation of the gingival part of the proximal surface may differ. Uh, for teeth with a little discoloration, the perforation margin should extend only by 0.2 millimeters. Significant color correction requires deeper perforation. When preparing the proximal surfaces, there is no need to green the contact areas and place the preparation margin palatally. But in some cases, this is necessary. For example, when closing the diastema, and when contact areas are damaged by caries, and when replacing all restorations. While preparing proximal areas and the clinical conditions permit, it's preferable to preserve the contact points since it's an anatomical features that it's very difficult to reproduce. Contact points to prevent tooth displacement between visits. Save contact points, simplify the fit procedure. Fixing procedure is simplified, and the conditions for oral hygiene are improved. Depending on depth of placement of the perforation margin in the palatal direction, there are three types of perforation in the interdental areas, A, B, and C. Small coverage, the veneer is located on the vestibular surface of the tooth. Medial coverage, the veneer extends into the thickness of the medial and distal margin ridge by half of the interdental area. And large coverage, the veneer covers all approximal surfaces. Cutting edge preparation. There are different opinions about the preparation of a tooth for veneer regarding to the procedure of the incisional edge, but one rule remains unchanged: the veneer tooth boundary should not be in occlusal contact with an antagonist teeth. You understand it? Yes. First, A. Only the vestibular surface is prepared without transition to the palatal surface. The prepared surface looks like a window, boundaries of which are located within the enamel. B. The vestibular surface and the incisional edge are preparated with a slight transition to the palatal surface. And as the last one, the vestibular surface and the incisional edge are preparated with significant transition to the palatal surface, especially it's used in the lower jaw. Here you can see the minimum of preparation. If especially if it's premolars. Another preparation for veneers is a rather complex independent procedure. It doesn't simply repeat the preparation of all ceramic crowns applied to 1.5 of the tooth surface. Preparation for veneers has its own characteristics and carried out of the following sequence: marking the depth of preparation in the vestibular surface, as we have talking about earlier, grinding the vestibular surface with simultaneously formation of the cervical edge, formation of a shoulder on the proximal surface, additional preparation of contact surfaces, and grinding the incisional edge, and finishing the ledge and smoothing all our sharp edges. But the one of the most main difference that you don't need convergence as in the crown. You don't need to take it off or like a crown, because you just apply it from the front side, or if you use palatal or lingual surface, you take it just like that, well, just like that. And crown, you need to have a convergence, because if it will be divergent, your crown will you cannot put it on it on your teeth on your tooth. Here you can see features of the formation of cavities under tabs. Tabs, you can see it. I think that you can download it, and I will send you this lecture in PPTX file or PDF file. You can read it and ask questions what you need. This one. This is no divergence. This is all. This is convergence you have. Yes, but if you, for example, if you have a CAD-CAM, if you use, for example, intraoral scanner, you can scan this walls. You can scan this walls, and when you will mill it. The CAD-CAM will correct it, and this space you will fill it with the uh, fixation paper. Yes, but I don't. This is very rough mistake. You can correct it. You can correct it. Yes, you don't. No, stop. You don't need to have a very big space very big part of this tab when uh, especially if you have it on the chewing teeth, molars and premolars, because your the time of its usability will be seriously decreased. Unclear preparation, if you don't prepare in the right position, you cannot uh, do your job excellent. You cannot use your intraoral scanner. General and local reactions of the body of the preparation. Uh, the intensity of dentine and pulp irritation during preparation depends on the thickness of the preserved dentine, type of water tool, the speed of its rotation, cooling efficiency, subsequent operations. Dental reactions. With mechanical irritation of the hard tissues of the tooth, the obliteration of the dental tubules is observed. The formation of cracker-shaped surface defects in dentine and increase of microhardness of the prepared dentine by 30% as a result of calcification of the tooth tissues. This is reaction for your preparation. The vascular reaction of the pulp of the tooth is expressed in the expansion of and overflow of blood vessels with the formation of hemorrhagic infiltrates as a result of rupture of blood vessels and the passage of blood elements through their intact wall. The excitability of the pulp increases. Here you can see that's why you need water cooling. You need water cooling, absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. Uh, Security zones by Abalmasov. They are very, very important. You need to find it. I don't know how it's called in English textbooks, but in our it's called the security zones by Abalmasov. Especially it's very important in the lower incisors, and especially it's very important in the premolars from the proximal parts. Here you can see the main security zones in the upper and lower incisors and canines, and then safety zones for premolars. Here you can read it. I'll send you all this material. Then the safe zones for molars. They're located on the vestibular, oral, and contact surfaces at the level. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mhm. Mm. The upper molars have safe vestibular, oral, distal, and proximal surfaces at the level of the tooth neck. And the lower molars, the vestibular surface and the distal wall at the level of the neck. In all molars, the area of safety of the occlusal surfaces and the areas of fissures and tubercles. The lower first molars at the young age have safe lingual tubercles, and the first upper chewing teeth had only the distal palatine tubercle. In the second molars of the upper and lower jaw, all the bumps to the chewing surface are safe. The most common complications are the following. First, during preparation, injury to the soft tissues of the gums, tongue, cheeks, lips, and floor of the mouth. Injury to soft tissues and can be accompanied by profuse bleeding. No, it's not very, it's very rare and require emergency surgical care. The severity of the wound depends on its location, area, and depth. Hard tissues, enamel, dentin, in intact teeth, for example, when using a double side separation disc. Irritational, excessive grinding to the tissue of the prepared teeth. Perforation of the horn of the pulp of the tooth. The third one, the damage or circulation ligament of the tooth with incorrect or inaccurate formation of the ledge, very, very deep, for example. To prevent this complication, the dentist needs to conduct through a thorough collection of complaints and patient history. It's good. It will be well to know the structure of hard tissues of teeth in health and disease. Be guided by the basic principles and rules of preparation. Observe the speed, temperature, and condition of preparation. Know and correctly use modern technical advances in dentistry. Here, different. You see, this are also you have black, green, then blue, then red, then yellow, and then white. Here you can see counterangle, counterangle error. That's all. That's all. I will send you. Next week we'll discuss the local anesthesia. I want you to read it. I'll send it now. After I will download this lecture to YouTube, I will send you a link for YouTube. I will send you this lecture, and I will send you those pages you need to read. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.